Hey everyone, let's solve question 619, biggest single number. So the question says a single number is a number that appeared only once in the MyNumbers table. We need to write a query to find the largest single number. And if there is no single number, the question asks us to report null. So let's have a look at the two examples that the question has given us. So in the first example, we see that there are four numbers that appear only once. And among these four numbers, 6 is the largest number. And hence 6 is the desired output. The second example shows us that there is no number that appears only once. And hence the desired output should be null. So this is a fairly straightforward question. And let's get writing the query straight. So I'm going to say select star from the table MyNumbers. And since we need to find the numbers that appear only once, the first thing I'm going to write is I'm going to say group by the column num having a count of 1. So this is going to filter out all records which appear only once. So that's 1, 4, 5, and 6. Now among these records, I want to find the largest record. So for that, I'm going to say order by num in descending order, and so this is going to order it as 6, 5, 4, 1. But since I want the largest one, the largest number, I'm going to say limit 1. So limit 1 will help us filter out only the topmost record, right? So let's go ahead and try running this query. Let's see what we get. So we see that one of our test case passed, the first one, but this test case is failing, the second one. And the reason for that is the question is asking us to report null if there are no records returned. So in this example, no records would be returned, right? Because there is no single number. So right now we are returning an empty table. So to return a null value, what I'm going to say is I'm going to put all of this in a if null condition. So I'm going to say this is to make our lives easier. So select if null. So this is going to do an if null check. It's going to check if this entire query returns no records, and if that is true, I want to return something called null. Right? Oops, sorry, this needs to go up here. Null, and let's alias this, whatever we get from this entire statement, let's alias this as num, because that is what is expected. So this query is checking if this returns no records. If it does not return any records, we are going to return something called null and alias it as num. Okay, so let's go ahead and submit our solution. This should pass all the test cases. Okay, great. All the test cases have passed, and that's how you solve the question. Thank you, everybody.